But then I think there's a response. Go ahead, I'm sorry. I was just going to...
Okay, please. I don't want you to think, I want you to miss your thought.
I just want to say there's a responsibility level that she's taking on for herself, though. Okay. Because she's saying, I did this.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So you can't, I'm not man bashing. I'm not taking this, I'm not blaming men. This is my responsibility that I did to further.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
So here's where, just in my situation, I can only speak from my experience. I never grew up with Cinderella syndrome because I knew those white girls ones of my story, honestly. And I even didn't want to be married, okay? So I think if you look back at seasons where I gave a lot of credit, it was because my own standards were low. And that is just from, we can go into a whole counseling session as to why I only gave myself that bare minimum. So I'm not blaming my ex for the things that he barely came through to do. I was just like, when you say, oh, good for you, you did that documentary, or that's cool, then I'm like, great, he supports me, awesome. That to me is now my standard of support. I didn't know for two things. I didn't know until, honestly, my new relationship that even something as basic as, oh my God, I'm not crying to feel bad for me. I'm just like, it was so touchy.
It's okay.
But like even something as basic as like at his birthday party, he left his birthday party to drive me to the airport to Atlanta. And I was like, yo, I can Uber. Like I Uber my whole life. I've Ubered through my marriage. I'm good. And he was looking at me like, are you crazy? Like I need to see you off. I'm to drive you to the, that to me was, so I'm just saying, you can blame or you can say or not blame, but just be mindful of your standards. And sometimes for me, being alone in that time that I took to myself was my upgrade. That was my upgrade.
You were your own upgrade.
To understand.
Yeah. Well, I think what you're saying is, to me, it's like, when I say as little girls, we're taught certain things, but then even if you don't have that Cinderella syndrome, then as you become older, there's this want and this need, this wishful thinking for a man to take care of you. And what you're saying is that sometimes we need to take time to find ourselves first.
And that is the key. I will say this, that's what I loved so much about the interview. She said, now it's time to heal the little girl inside.
Wow. Yeah.
And I feel like she is being a little bit hard on herself in the sense that, she looked to him as her savior because from a psychological standpoint, I can see how that can happen in this instance. She said she dealt with a lot of pain and struggles that she hasn't even addressed yet. And sometimes it's easier to put that pressure on someone else to say, hey, I need you to help me fix myself.
Yes.
I don't know about y'all, but if you've been in a therapy session where you've got to do that inner work, you have to face that pain, face those struggles. It's hard. It's challenging. It's not fun. And that's what she's choosing to do now. And I love that.
I think you have a point, too, because a lot of times when we grow up and we are maybe victimized or something, we tend to protect the monster.
Yes.
And then we tend to be attracted to the monster or and again, I'm not saying this is in my marriage. I'm just saying
in general.
In general.
Okay.
Okay. Just trying to keep it cool. I ain't trying to get sued or nothing. Okay. I'm not bashing. Yeah, right, exactly. I don't feel like hearing it. Okay. So I'm just saying, I think just people in general, we tend to protect the monsters.
Yeah.
And we have to recognize the monsters and recognize our responsibility in making sure that we're cool.
To heal.
And allow ourselves to heal.
And I want to say, it's not just women that look for saviors in relationships, it's also men that look for. So we're not up here man bashing. We're just talking. It's a lot of pain at this table, y'all.
And own your stuff, man.
We all have pain.
We all got pain. It's a lot of pain. Look at their audience. Y'all got it too. So don't. You sit up.
We all have pain.
Look at them. Look at them. Who ain't got no pain? Who ain't got no pain? Who got pain? Clap your hands. Who gonna work through their pain?
I'm gonna work through it.